Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Magnus, and welcome to Lessons of Hearthstone. I guess I'm going to talk about the arena rank, or not the arena ranking, the regular ranked matchups. So right now, as my opponent in this game is apparently Liquid TLO, you may know him from StarCraft, but the ranking system, it's rather interesting now, because before, the way it sort of worked, it was based off your total wins versus your winning percentage. And the problem with it that they wanted to address is that eventually everyone would get to the 3-star master level, because it didn't matter how many games you had played as long as you won. The more games you won basically determined your rank, and if you won them more often, if you had a higher winning percentage, you got promoted faster. The way the system works now is you have every game you win, you get a point, basically. And every time you lose those points. And if you have approximately a 66% win rate, you can effectively climb the ladder. Because if you win every 3 games you play, if you win 2 of them, you will climb the ladder. Guaranteed. However, if you have a lower than 66% win rate, it is fundamentally and mathematically improbable that you will climb the ladder at any given rate. When I did my patch video to talk about the changes, I had about 530 ranked games under my belt, and I've now played maybe 40, 50-ish or so, and I'm rank 19, which is technically the second lowest rank you can get while still losing them. And again, I have about a 60% win rate. Well, a little higher than 60, probably closer to 70. Wow, he does not like me. Does not like me at all. Okay, well, let's drop the Fairy Dragon, cause it's a really strong play against a mage, and let's just bite him in the face. Pro gamers are kind of scary, so I haven't really come up against TLO in a long time, actually. I don't think I've come across him in here at all. Oh, that's not nice. I want to play my Fairy Dragon. I want to keep my Fairy Dragon alive, alright. Well, since you're being not very nice, I'm going to just kind of wrap that, I guess. Yeah. I could have got a card out of it, but that's fine. So, what do you even have in your deck? I have no idea. What do you have? I'll be kind of happy if I do manage to beat him, because I am on a win streak right now. I'll explain win streaks in a little bit, after this game, I suppose. Well, actually, I suppose I can do it now. The way win streaks work, is the more games you win, the better off the more points you get, basically. And that's why this guy is awesome, as I mentioned in my Druid video. That's why. You can use it to kind of wipe the board, add spell damage where you didn't ordinarily have it. So, anyways, back to the way win streaks work. If you win consecutive games, you get more points. So the ranking system very much favors players who are capable of winning multiple games in a row. And this guy's just kind of pissing me off right now. So, I don't really want to Starfire that, so let's just drop that thing. And just kind of eat you in the face. And drop that thing down. But, so the way the ranking system works is, when I win a game, I get 1 point. If I lose the game afterwards, I lose that point I just got. Because it's a 1-point system, basically. Unlike in the StarCraft ranking system, where if I win a game, I'll gain anywhere between 15 and 25-ish points, depending on various circumstances. What rank I am, what rank versus what rank my opponent is, how well I played, whether or not they were favored or not. There's varying different things as to what can possibly happen as far as the points go. Whereas here in Hearthstone, it's a 1-point system, basically. Well, let's just kill them both. Let's get a card. I can kill them both relatively easily. Cool. And I'm just gonna eat that now. And it's a 1-for-1 system, basically. But if you win consecutively, you get more points. However, it can become a very much 2 steps forward, 3 steps back system as well. Because if you win 2 games in a row and then you happen to run into a string of bad luck and lose the next few, you're below where you actually started. And that can be incredibly frustrating, especially since this game is now very good about animating just how badly you suck. Because it gives you a little picture of your stars gained and stars lost at the end of every game, and it's kind of irritating, to say the least. Okay, I'm just going to kill it all. So we go Starfire, we go Coin, we drop this dude down, and then we just kind of eat that. And then I'll Nourish next turn and hope to get some cards going. So we're having a pretty good game right now. Pretty balanced. No one's really in the lead, well, he's got a bit of a card lead. But I have a Nourish, so that's going to fix it. He's got that, and that's a Frostbolt, because I'm psychic like that. And he's going to Fire Blast me, that's fine. He's probably got a Pyroblast somewhere in his hand. So, what are we going to do? Well, let's get some cards. And then I'll go back to talking about the ranking system once I get out of this little doohickey of a situation. Go smack that. Anyways. So yes, my thoughts on the ranking system. The old one, it was okay. There was a fundamental problem with it that everyone will eventually get to the top rank. However, it would take a very, very long time to do these kinds of things. Ow. So yeah, he's prepping for a Pyroblast, so let's just drop that thing down, get some damage on his face, kind of get him to use that Pyroblast on Rags, if at all possible. But, so as I was saying, the old system, it did have its problems, but it also had its virtues, because there wasn't this animation saying, okay, you lost a game and now we're punishing you for it, which is currently what exists now in the game's current form. Okay, and you're going to do that, and then I'm going to do what? Well, I'm going to get a card, and then I'm probably going to swipe you in the face. Yeah. And then I'm going to kill that. And then I'm going to swipe you in the face. There we go. And, as I was saying, in the new system, the game, it really hinders your... It's a very disheartening feel to get the loss, basically. It really, really sucks, for starters, and it's pretty obvious what it does. Okay, well, let's just kind of do this, and that. And he's got 1 health to do 15 damage. If he has a Pyroblast, he might be able to pull it off, but I don't know. So, as I was saying, the ranking system now, it's a give and take. Part of it's good, because it allows for a much greater range of play to come across. The downside is it's a very much, as I said earlier, it's a 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sort of thing, which can be absolutely infuriating and frustrating at times. Last night I was complaining to myself about how much RNG is so relevant in this game that there isn't really a whole hell of a lot I can do about it. And currently, he's actually in the same sort of situation that RNG is not in his favor at the moment. It's kind of helped me. So, I think I might pull this one off. It is entirely possible that he kills me in a single turn, but highly unlikely. Because he can't drop a Pyroblast. Because that only does... Okay, well, he Pyroblasts that thing. course, I am a druid, so I just eat your face. So, well played, Mr. TLO. I'm just gonna do that, and I'll just eat you in the face, actually. Alright, so we took that win. I started this video in the middle of a sort of a win streak, because I'm kind of calculating how many games I'm sort of doing to see what my win streak is. So that was my third win, so I got two... Actually, no, that was my fourth. So I got two... Yeah, okay, so basically it only works... you get one extra star for a win streak. So it can easily become a 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. So if I lose this game, what's going to happen is I'm going to lose one of those stars, and I'm pretty much going to go back to where I was. I've been sort of stuck at ranks 19 and 20 for the last 20, 25 games, because kind of the way it works. I'll be back in a minute. One sec. Okay, so sorry about that. I did actually finish that game before deciding to come back to this, because it let me sort of bring my thoughts together as to what the ranking system is now and what it could be later. I did lose that game rather horribly, I might add. So let's try one more and see if we can do something a little better and talk about a little bit about how this ranking system can affect the players, because that's really what the ranking system is going to do. I feel that there's too many ranks for starters. I mean, there's 25 different ranks, and it takes forever to climb it, because it seriously rewards those who are having a very good win percentage, and RNG can often change things. In the game that you didn't get to see, that I lost horribly, I pitched my entire opening hand, which is mostly what I'm doing now, and then I got 4 cards that I couldn't play till turn 5, and then each card afterwards was a 4-cost card, so I couldn't play anything for 5 turns, basically. So RNG was not at all in my favor that game, and I got horribly just wrecked. Speaking of horribly wrecked, that's always an annoying start to deal with. So, anyways, the ranking system. If we compare it directly to the StarCraft ranking system, it's much, much different, because they're two entirely different animals when it comes to competitive play. In the StarCraft system, what can happen is you have varying metrics to which you can analyze in order to determine a player's skill and rank. For instance, APM, or actions per minute, is one of the metrics that they use. The higher your APM, the more things you're actually doing, the odds of you being a better player are much more likely. Though there are ways around it if you just spam click everything, and that increases your APM when you're not actually doing things. In a game like Hearthstone and various other card games, those metrics don't particularly exist. Okay, that sucks. Like, as I said, those sort of metrics don't really... They're not as accessible, because if you're going to look at my APM in a card game, well, I'm doing maybe 1 to 2 things per turn. Like that time, I did exactly one thing. I clicked the end turn button, and I clicked my Wrath, and that is all I did for that entire turn. So, that sucks. Okay, let's just drop. No, I don't want to drop that. I guess I'm just gonna Wrath that thing. Yep. Let's waste another Wrath on that thing. Oh, damn, I should have done that. Oh well. Should have got the armor, but that's fine. It's hard to commentate on a system and then play the game at the same time, but, well, make do. So, the ranking systems in various games use particular metrics. Unfortunately, this is a card game, so it's very subject to doing things in a very specific way. Yeah, let's get a card. And then... Okay, that's fine. The metrics that you can use in card games, it's very similar to what you would use in, say, chess. It's move, counter move, how well you play, what you play, that guy pisses me off, Okay. Well, this isn't cool. So, what am I gonna do? I'm going to just kill that. I'm going to go like this. And then I'm just going to eat that thing in the face and take 2 more damage. But I finally got rid of this shit, so I can now claim board control 6 turns into the game. So, anyways. Metrics. There's not as many as you can put into like a card game like Hearthstone. There's player skill, which can be helpful. Knowing what cards to play and how to play them is very useful. So he's going to fireball me. Great, he's got a Pyroblast in his hand, doesn't he? Well, there isn't really a whole hell of a lot I can do about this, so let's get a card. If he's got a Pyroblast, I die. There is nothing I can do about it. Because that's just sort of how it worked. As we can see, RNG is a very, very relevant when it comes to card games. And a lot of other games that are very much balanced around the fact that random things can occur. So, there isn't... yeah. Okay, he doesn't have a Pyroblast, so that's good to know. But he's got that. It's kind of irritating. So, I'm just going to do this, I guess. And sure, let's get one more armor. Do you have a Pyroblast now? Because that still kills me. Come on, it's turn 9, man. You got your Pyroblast lining up. So, this again, RNG metrics. If he has one in his deck, he's kind of fishing for it. If not, well, that happened. Okay. This is just getting silly. I got 10 mana. Okay, cool. I can kill that thing. Wicked. So we just kill that thing. Now do you have your Pyroblast? If not, I'm going to go into your face and not quite kill you, actually. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. I have 13 damage potential next turn. Of course, there's another blizzard. Wow! You just keep freezing me. I hate you so much. Alright, so now he gets to top deck. So RNG can be horribly in my favor. Though we'll see. I could get wrecked in the next turn, but it's possible that I won't. So let's just drop this and this. Hey, my rags. Fantastic. So basically, if he pulls a Pyroblast, if that's a Pyroblast, I die. Otherwise, I win, because RNG's in my favor at this point. Assuming that this is not a Pyroblast. So you can't really put metrics to this, because it's all luck of the draw. There isn't really a damn thing you can do about it. So, recording the metric is kind of silly. Alright, well, I'm just going to kill him with rags, because I can. There we go. Poke. Poke. We go, well played, and we drop rags, and we end the game. So, as I was saying, the ranking system, I'm in 2 minds about it. The old system had its problems, but it did have its virtues. The new system has problems and virtues as well. The upside of it is that it will encourage a greater field of play, and in theory, it should get more people into the ladder, because now there's more of a number system. Because if you get into like the top 10,000 in your region, your rank is actually displayed in the game. And I should also point out that they want to reset the ladders on a monthly basis. This is also kind of problematic at times, because this ladder reset went in yesterday during the patch. And so for the last day and a little bit today, I'm running into the same kind of players that I was running into in the master ranking. So all the masters are sort of beating the snot out of each other right now, keeping people in the lower ranks, keeping themselves in the lower ranks, because it's hard to get consistent win rates against people of your own skill. And so it's generating quite a bit of interesting play, I want to say. It's frustrating at times because you can just consistently run up against players that are better than, that have a higher skill cap than you, that are more familiar with the game, but they're at a lower rank because they're running into their peers, which are in equal skill, and it's kind of a luck of the draw thing. So that's where the good and bad thing comes in. The good thing about it is that you get to experience higher levels of play, so you might actually learn something. The downside is with resetting the ladder. This is going to happen every month. You're going to have a couple of days with high-end players beating the snot out of each other, flooding the lower ranks. So the average player is going to have a nightmare of a time. I'm having a relatively okay time. I'm winning a little bit, but I'm also losing a bit too. So I'm kind of, like as I said, I'm kind of in two places the way this ranking system's going to play. I have a feeling it may change. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. It depends how many people get butthurt about it, really. If you are one of those people that gets particularly angry about animations telling you, okay, well, you lost and now we're going to punish you for it, then the ranked play is not for you. Unless you can win 100% of the time, which in a game based on RNG is statistically improbable. Because you will run into bad luck eventually. That's just statistics for you. If, however, you are the kind of person that doesn't mind friendly competition, which is what this game really is. It's really good about friendly competition. And the ranking systems are kind of put in to encourage that. Then I think you'll have a fun time in it. Though, don't get me wrong, it can be disheartening to lose multiple games in a row. And it's very easy to drop through these ranks. Because right now I have 3 stars, so if I lose 3 games, I go down to the next rank. If I win my next game, I'll advance to the next rank. So we'll see how I do in this one. And see if I can advance to the next rank against Snuggle Bunny, the Paladin. And then I'll sort of wrap this up with my final thoughts on what the on kind of how this ranking system may or may not work, because I'm not 100% sure how exactly it's going to play out in the long run, because no one can really know that, not even Blizzard, because they implement systems and then they can backtrack them instantly because of, player feedback. If it's a terrible system, they'll most likely change it. If not, then, well, they may keep it. So, yeah, I'm very much in two minds about how this system works. Part of me likes the system as is. It's a much better change over the original system because it doesn't have that problem of everybody being at the top eventually. But it is a system that is very, very punishing, especially to average players. If you are an above average player, then you can effectively climb the ladder with little to no effort. You just have to win as I said, if you every 3 games you play, if you win 2 of them, you effectively climb the ladder. So you need an effective win rate of 66% in order to climb the ladder at any type of rate. With anything else, however, it can be rather irritating. Okay, that sucks. So how do I want to kill that? It's a good question. Let's just kill it, and then I'll just eat it, I guess. And take no damage in the process, so that's fine. Those knife jugglers are kind of a pain in the butt, but you can deal with them pretty easily as a druid. So as I was saying, it's an interesting ranking system. Some may view it as a little draconic, I want to say. That it can have that feeling that, well, I'm getting punished for something that was out of my control. That's a good time for a swipe. That's the thing. It's one of those systems where an individual can feel that way very, very easily. Alright, I love destroying that thing. Because it's just such a bastard weapon. I hate that weapon so freaking much. But that's why I put this guy in my deck. Because it's really, really good at killing things like that. And let's just take... Yeah, because then I can kill it with this dude here. Though, he's probably just going to kill the ooze, because it pissed him off. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other metrics that they can use to... rather than having it solely based on your win percentage. Because that's right now, the game is entirely based on your win percentage. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, right now the game is entirely balanced around your win percentage, which is... it's irritating to... it's interesting and it's also irritating at the same time. It's not the worst system that they could have come up with, but it is definitely one of those systems that it may need a little bit of refinement to get it into a good place. I like the way the StarCraft ranking system works as far as win-loss and points go. That if you lose points, you don't lose as much as you won them. So it's harder to fall out of the rank, but it's also at the same time very difficult to gain the ranking as well because of the other metrics involved in it. Now, as I said, there's not that many metrics you can use in a card game, aside from things such as like card placement, like the type of cards played, how they're played, what they do. Let's just kind of hit him. He's got to come through that taunt anyways. Like things like that. I get a 6/6 taunt for 2 cards with charge. That's a pretty nice play. I could have done it on this guy. Ah, that sucks. Well, that happened. And that happened too. Okay. Well, that happened. So, what do I want to do? I just want to throw down this thing as an actual taunt. Yeah, throw that thing as an actual taunt, and then we'll just kind of kill that. And hit you. So, there's a lot of things that can go in your favor and a lot of things that can go against you. But it's an interesting system. We'll see how it turns out over time. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to play Rags. Hopefully I pull my swipe, so I'm gonna drop my dragon and hope to God I pull swipe. Or my starfall would be nice. Nope. Okay, well, let's just drop the dragon. See what I get. I got a Yeti, that's not helpful. Okay. I can kill one of these things at least. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting system, as I said. And it may or may not change. I wouldn't be opposed to it changing, but I definitely wouldn't like it to be even worse. Yeah. Ow. Paladins, man, they can just fill up the field. Same with shamans, too. Really annoying. Well, I get to kill everything, so that's kind of what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna go like this. We're gonna go like that. Oh, that was stupid of me. Actually, I had to kill that thing anyways. And we're just kind of gonna go like that. Which wipes the board. And I've got 2 charges in my hand, plus a rag, so... yeah, I think I'm fine. We'll see what he can do. But... yeah, I don't know. The ranking system, it's... aw, man. Well, that sucks. That's not nice. Let's just kill that. Drop that dude. Drop that dude, and do that. So, yeah, I think that pretty much covers up my thoughts on how on what the ranking system sort of is. I don't really know how they could change it because of the way metrics work, and just the way the game's designed. There's not that many metrics you can analyze. I mean, I suppose you can analyze the type of deck they designed, but then again, a lot of players look at, like, there's a numerous amount of forums out there to talk about what to play and what not to play. Like, there really is. Let's just kind of get rid of that thing. Unfortunately, I have to go through that thing to kill it, which I can. I just kind of go like this, like that, and then we'll actually just kind of do this. Like, there's numerous support forums and fan sites that are flooded with, and people like me that talk about how to play and what to do and what to use and things like that. So there's a lot of information out there to tell you, what type of deck is the best thing to play, what cards are amazing, what cards don't work, how you should play them. So there's analyzing metrics is very, very difficult because of that. Alright, now it's time to drop rags. And let's get some more armor. Alright. So let's see if we can deal with rags. Paladins are not the greatest class to deal with it. Equality does it, but he already burned one, so he may or may not have another one. I don't know. It's because you can't silence this thing. You could... No, that don't work. I'm thinking of, like, Holy Wrath or Avenging Wrath. But that splits the damage between random characters, so it wouldn't kill that. Oh, he's got that, though. Well. Ow. Okay, can I kill Tyrion? Is a good question. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. But I can get pretty damn close. No. Shit. So I think I may lose this game. No, wait. Yes. I can kill Tyrion, but I have to take myself down to 2 health to do it, which means I lose anyways. Okay. Let's see if I can pull the Starfire and RNG this. Nope. Okay, let's see if I... Actually, I definitely die. Yeah. Oh, yay. Well. Oh, of course, you have to hit Tyrion. Rags, you are... RNG Rags is terrible. Yeah. So, yeah. I hate you. So yeah, RNG kills you, and that's all there really is to it. So, those are my thoughts on the ranking system, and kind of how it works, I suppose. So, thank you for watching. My name is Magnus. Good luck out there, and I shall see you next time.